Hello and welcome to day 8 of Vlog Every Day in April. I'm Ellen and today's topic is the Ascended Masters. It's really interesting. In some ways I feel like I've gone out of order, and yet this is how I was guided to bring these videos forward. So we started talking about different energy forms a few days ago. We began with spirit guides, moved on to angels, and then to elementals. And now, here we have Ascended Masters. Who are the Ascended Masters? The Ascended Masters that we are most aware of are Buddha, Jesus, Mary, Joseph, Mary Magdalene, Kuan Yin, and so many others. If you have the Keepers of the Light deck, you can refer to that for some of the Ascended Masters as well. There are some other Ascended Masters who could be considered perhaps controversial, and I say that in the sense that they may be looked at as not having done anything quite so special as Jesus, or Mother Mary, or Buddha, or Kuan Yin. And yet, they served a purpose in their lifespan that has set them on a trajectory in their light form that has indeed put them in the realms of the Ascended Masters. And I'm talking about people like Princess Diana, Martin Luther King, John Denver, Mother Teresa, Gandhi. So those are figures that are very much from our present time. And when it first came to my attention that they were also considered Ascended Masters, I had a lot of questions around that, in the sense that it felt like all the others are somehow so grand, so great. They've made an impact over centuries, if not millennia. And then, there's John Denver, which is just, quite honestly, very small of me to think that way, because the gifts he gave to this earth, not only through his music, through his philanthropy, through his care for earth, are something I have no business making smaller than what Jesus did. I'm comparing when I do that, and comparison is a function of ego. So when I step out of that egoic comparison mode, then I can simply look at these energies, Jesus, John Denver, in their light forms, and their light forms are equal. So Ascended Masters, I think of them actually very much like the archangels. They all have such specific purposes they seem to undertake within their light forms and in how they might interact with us. So when we're calling upon them, we might want to be aware, as we could be with archangels, about what their specialties are. So when we think of Jesus, sure, we might immediately go to the fact that he was such a great healer. What was Jesus's real function here, though? Do we know? Jesus's function here on earth was to show us that we can be our full light selves in the human form. So that's his specialty. He showed that there is no compartmentalization of human and spirit. They are one. So consider that. When we think of Kuan Yin, we think of compassion, we think of forgiveness, we think of gratitude. So those could be perhaps considered her specialties. When we think of Princess Diana, we might think of children associated with her, because a lot of the work that she did outside of the confines of the crown was all about bettering the lives of children. That was really her calling. With John Denver, his music and his earth sense, as I just heard, were his primary functions. And so they are in light form as well. Ascended Masters are master teachers. And while they can provide us with assistance and support, I feel, my understanding is, they're really meant to teach us, to offer us lessons that we can integrate within our human lives and bring forth more of our spirit, more of our soul, our essence, that source light, and remember all that we're capable of, all that we're made for, all that we're here for. Okay, anything else to say about the Ascended Masters? No. I'm really enjoying these shorter videos. I hope you are too. So, if you enjoyed this video and other videos that I'm producing, I'd love for you to subscribe to my channel. Feel free to give the videos you enjoy a thumbs up. And if you have any comments or questions regarding this material, I would love for you to put them in comments so that others can benefit from your questions and the responses that may come from them. If you want to be notified every time a new video is published, click that bell icon at the bottom right of the video, and that will do that for you. All right? Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, you take really good care. Lots of love.